Hey, this is my first devlog video about my game, which is, my game is like Vampire Survivors, where you gotta kill enemies, and then they drop little points that you collect. When you get enough points, you get a menu that will show you some options. If we grab this, we see a menu, and then we can see some options we can grab. The only one that has a PNG is the Sea Slug, which gives us some health regeneration. So also depending what biome you live up in, there's basically a pool of items. So there's the neutral zone, which is where you start, and then when you go into like the seaweed zone, but then add the seaweed items to the loot pool. So right now I'm in the coral zone, so if I level up, I will show this orange border, which is different from the seaweed zone where they have green border items. So you got damage reduction. So these are like white items. They are like the neutral items that just show up anywhere, but this one with like the color backgrounds will show up only in this area. And in the top left there's an icon appears like in a Risk of Rain 2. So just been really working on making sure the game making sure the game looks like it's underwater. A lot of the time was getting the water reflecting and stuff right. But yeah, so we got a couple of zones in the game right now. We got the ship graveyard. It's supposed to be like in Finding Nemo where the sharks are, and then there's like a bunch of sea mines in the movie. And also depending on what area you stand in, also has the certain enemy types that show up. Like in the minefield, these are pirate skeletons that show up. That's and then the minefield item drops out a lot of like bombs and stuff. So we got like sea mines and magnets, a lot of metal, flashbangs. A lot of the items were designed for a different kind of genre of game, because I originally planned the game to be more sci-fi than underwater. It's supposed to be like a crashed astronaut on an alien planet. But then I saw Subnautica 2 come out, and I was like, underwater, that's pretty cool. So I decided to like, well, not shift, because it was literally like a pointing, clicking, running around a room type of game. So it's not too hard to transfer to a different setting almost. That's why there's like a bat, which doesn't fit any theme at all. Got octopuses for like, you know, shoot more bullets. So right now I got 3 octopus, so I shoot 3 bullets. So there's also going to be like underwater like heat vent area where it's like hot, and like big smoke stacks. I don't know what you call them. They're like the volcano vents. That's what it's called. One of my favorite items I've added is the jellyfish, which gives you a small chance to summon a little jellyfish to attack your enemies. And you can stack as well, like in Risk of Rain. So the more jellyfish you have, the bigger the lightning that comes down. But yeah, right now I'm sort of just adding more items and sort of balancing it, because definitely having more shots does make it a lot more harder to balance, because the jellyfish are set to like 20%, but as soon as you get more than like 2 octopuses, it's like a guaranteed proc. And there's also some duplicate items, like the seaweed has another like speed up item. So you got the sea here, you got the spoot, which does 10%, and you got the one that does 15%. which is fine, but I feel like the seaweed should like do something separate than just a flat speed boost. Like maybe when you take damage, you gain like a small speed boost. So to be more, you know, it's kind of like the design process. I want like every area to have at least one like damage item and then a speed item, then a utility item like something to help you survive. So the aim of the game right now, at least, is to basically just live as long as you want. But I wouldn't call it the story. I would say like maybe the main goal is you supposed to go into like each zone and like activate this shrine to like open up the gates to Atlantis, where like this boss fight happens. And then you either win the boss fight or you like lose. It's like Risk of Rain pretty much, but just like slightly different. And yeah, also pick the 2D enemy design and like Doom is graphics, honestly, just because it's easy to draw. Like these Divermen, they just spawn like basically in the areas where there isn't a biome, like the normal areas, and then you got the Kelpie, like water horses that are like supposed to like, I think they're like sirens, but like still like a pretty woman. It's just like a horse you want to ride because they're like, that's a horse, and then they just drag it to the bottom of the oceans, which is just funny. Just like, oh, that's a nice horse. And then in the landmine section, it's supposed to be, I'm trying to think if I should add like a pirate ship or like a submarine. Like, well, the submarine idea comes from Finding Nemo. But yeah, so you got like a little skeleton captain guy. He's got something inside his mouth. And then Fish Beam working on like the cod rays as they woo past the ocean ceiling, and then sort of like light up as you get closer, and then darkens, and then you get bubbles. Bubbles took a while to set up because this is my second game in Godot. Really, my first one was just testing the waters. Get it? Because water game. Got fishes swimming around, ballistic fish AI. But yeah. But I think a lot of people really like this part of the game. I just stay quiet for this bit. So if you fall off the map, into the void. And gets you. But yeah, so that's all my progress I've made so far. But yeah, thanks for clicking on it and getting to this far.